Well. Uh, I have a little, I guess, sort of shocking development that I was not expecting at all while I was in the middle of creating my video in terms of relating to wanting to continue to the last bit of Destiny just to see it to the end and probably do a little more content on it. That definitely has changed. I'm sure as plenty of you are aware as to what is going on with the game, what's going on with Bungie as a whole, the 8% of staff, 100 people, if not 100 plus, laid off from their jobs, all just to make it for the better of their game, is baffling to me, to say the very least. And I'm sure you've heard of a lot of different people's opinions and reactions to it. Mine's no different, but I've heard plenty of people say, well, I'm quitting Destiny because of all this other dumb stuff that they did within, the game, but of course we keep coming back. They go, oh, well, sure, let's go ahead and fix it. Let's revert it back. They can do that in the game. You can't revert this decision at all. Once it's done and once these people have been gone because they want to meet their revenue, their percentage, you can't undo what you've done. And therefore, literally what I am doing to speak with my wallet, I stopped pre-ordering the game. I stopped pre-ordering the final shape and the annual pass because I still wanted to at least go through a little bit of it and be like, you know what, I'll give the episodes and stuff a try. But the little speck in me is saying this is just going to be the bare minimum. They're just going to release the expansion and they're going to just release the episodes just to keep things going. And of course, it's not going to work. So by the time the first episode is probably out and launched, after the raid and after the preservation-like mission, which I guess, spoilers, my fault, but I'm pretty sure that is probably going to drop player numbers drastically, if not immensely, to a point where Bungie is not going to get any revenue from Destiny, and to a point where Marathon won't even start. Just with the obvious, blatant, and stupid decision of management from Bungie. And I hate it because it's just as bad anywhere else. Doesn't matter if it's game development, doesn't matter if it's a low-end job. Don't want to bring it into this, but I'm just saying it how it is. It's bad everywhere, and with me having game design and development knowledge for well over 10 years and seeing this, and I'm sure with all of the good games that came out and all of the layoffs that happened as well, with all of those other employees and a bunch of other studios, I'm pretty sure that game development anywhere here in the States, or just any job in general in the States, is god awful. You're worked to death. You're literally being told to do these things within a certain time frame or a certain deadline. You're told to meet and do these things. And it's like, well, sorry, but you didn't make this in time. You're not fast enough. You didn't work hard enough. It's showing in our numbers. You're gone. Goodbye. Pack your shit and go. Again, just it's awful for anyone who actually, gave heart and soul, actually cared about their job, actually lived the dream only to have it shattered like that is the worst thing and the most mind-boggling thing that any higher up managers could ever possibly do to somebody. It's just terrible. But going back to Destiny, I will say, and as I've already previously stated, I'm not playing the final shape, especially not when it comes out. I'm just going to watch people play to the end. My journey ends on the final season of Destiny. With whatever the name of it comes out, I don't know. No one knows yet. No one's really talking or caring about that right now. But that season will be my last season, in which it's already going to be the last season of the game anyways. So that will probably be the last and final season and final playthrough of Destiny until I decide to come back and see how the final shape is and everything else. But yeah, I'm not playing it on launch, and I'm not doing a day one because this is just disgraceful. This is not what anything should be. I have lost all faith in Bungie. Is a game development studio, as a company in general, and how wild the most out of touch response given from the CEO of the company puts it at. This just puts into perspective how terrible and how awful they're handling it. So yeah, I'm done. I'm not playing Destiny after the final season. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing immediately, because this is just... No, I'm already, like, almost head deep to a point where I'm just going to continue playing until the end of the expansion's life cycle. Then I am done paying for any and all of this, which I've already paid through up a little beforehand, but they're not getting any more. No more of what I wanted to support them with. I already bought different games that I hadn't played before, especially those games that were on sale on Steam. And I was like, you know what? I'll buy those. I'll actually play those instead. Actually need to take some time to play them, but one of them being like a Batman series that I've seen rave reviews about. Never really fully seen gameplay of them, but I wanted to kind of actually grab it, play it, see how it was, and just go from there. Go to games that actually have been like very good, actually worth the money to full on pay for these games. The games that actually deserve my money, and not paying for something every single year, and of course it being the last year anyways. They're not going to be seeing me in the last part of the expansion. It's not happening. Say as much as you want on seeing me in June. I'm going to be watching the streams. I ain't going to be playing. So you'll at least see me watching stuff. You won't see me playing the game. It's as simple as that. Because I'm done. In any case, that's really it for me. That's mainly to give a little update of that. So as far as the video, I'm gonna have to probably just say somewhere that I am not doing a day one raid and I am not playing the final shape because of the news that had happened within the past 3 to now 4 days. I'm hoping, honest to God, there's no more bad information. I already refunded the game before the whole thing of people saying that Michael Salvatore and the other Michael, forgot his name, forgot his last name, but who also made Deepstone Lullaby, but Michael Salvatore, the one who carried the Destiny music for literally 10 years, if not more. And of course, with what happened to Marty, it was devastating. It was terrible. People were still willing to, continue, but now with, all of this, and yeah, I think Destiny players are finally starting to realize that this isn't worth it anymore. They're still probably going to see it through because there's some people that have been here for all 10 years of the game's lifespan. I want to see it to the end. That I understand. For me, that's not happening because I was faithful to them until this very point of what they've done, seeing how much they've done over the past several years. It's awful. And I am sick of it. They don't deserve it. They've became heroes, but they lived too long to now become a villain, as per TDT has said. And yeah, that's exactly what they've become. And yeah, I'm through with Destiny. I'm through with Bungie. It's over.